I'm going to show you the exact funnel that we're currently using to scale to multi-millions of dollars per month. This is how we are going to 10x the business. And it is starting with, we are a marketing agency that starts in with organic traffic. One of them, you have to understand your audience. And we work with a lot of mainly 8-figure plus businesses. Today, I was negotiating with a person that sold their last company for $5 billion. These are larger businesses, and they are very well used to working with marketing companies, not as much organic media companies. A lot of people will say like, hey, I help coaches or agencies scale online or something like that. That is not our demographic. In fact, we want to stay as far away from that demographic as humanly possible. We want to work with businesses that are severely developed, that are not in a bad limelight as well. And so we want to be replacing the marketing budget that these people, these bigger companies, would be using on something like SEO, on some degree of paid traffic to build their brand. And eventually, we will also do their organic for all long form, all short form videos. And then we'll also transition into the paid ads to where we are taking up a bigger percentage of their marketing budget. This is a subtle but pretty important difference and how we are differentiating ourselves. One, it's going to be the clients. We can do things that no one else in the world can do because of the credibility that our clients have, because they actually show such good results. When I get back to Arizona, I'm going to talk to my clients like Robert Kiyosaki, Ken McElroy, that we've really blown up their stuff, and try and get them to run some of the paid ads using their brand, their face. And the only reason why something like that would work is because I've built such great relationships and I've shown them such great results. So if your offer is super enticing and it is someone that they already look up to, most of our ideal clients are big fans of someone like Robert Kiyosaki or Ken McElroy. And if you don't know who they are, that's okay. But a lot of our ideal customers do. And so if we could have them run the ads and not me, who's a nobody, who it just works on the back end, that would make it to where our return on ad spend would be catastrophic and our credibility would be catastrophic. That's not approved yet. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to try and swindle my way in. And when we get there, we'll show you. So first off, all of the business so far have came from one singular source, referrals. We've built a business to where we have a dozen plus clients doing incredibly well. But if you want predictable income coming in, where you can force how much money you make next month, it is not going to come from referrals, because there's no way to or organize referrals at scale. You can incentivize referrals, but you can't force them. If we wanted to take on 10 clients, we could not force our clients to refer us 10 more clients. And we want to systematize the entirety of the business to where we're not taking on clients sporadically. We have a predictable and consistent stream of as many clients as we want to get. And so the first problem that we've had, that we've spent the last probably 4 months cultivating, is fixing our operational issues. And our ability to scale starts with having incredible operations. No amount of lead gen would have helped us 5 months ago, because we already had too many clients, that we already had more demand for clients than we could handle. The hard part was actually servicing them at scale. So referrals is great. It'll get you to a multi-million dollar business. That is not where we want. We want to be doing tens of millions of dollars per month. And so organic, that is going to be the long-term brand, which is why I'm spending so much time and effort into one of my channels, to the Joshua Lassard channel, where we are going to be producing higher and higher quality business style vlogs, similar to what you see like Brez Scales doing. But or Iman Ghazi, they are getting hundreds of thousands of views per video, really just by showcasing the dream lifestyle. And in most ways, that is exactly the lifestyle that I live, but I just don't find it cool to flex. That is not what I consider cool. That is not what my clients consider cool. Iman Ghazi or Brez, their product is the younger generation. They are selling to the young people. Rich people do not find that enticing. But I also don't think they make very good videos. A great video, in my opinion, has an objective. It has a storyline. It has stakes. It has a fully motioned storyboard to where it is entertaining and engaging and educating all at the same time. So we are going to try and revolutionize, or not trying, we are going to revolutionize the business vlog space like Nelk, where we are showcasing multiple characters. You fall in love with the character development, like something that Nelk did. Nelk was getting millions of views per video, But our funnel is going to be an employee funnel because we want to hire more people and train more talent at scale. At the same time, if we are doing millions and millions of long form views per month, we are going to also be taking that same time and effort into generating hundreds of millions of short form views per month, to where our brand awareness is substantially higher, to where when we run ads, and we have proof, not just from our clients, but also from ourselves, that our business of organic marketing actually works. The third, which is what we are planning to start towards November. And the reason I say November is right now, I want to stress test the business where I am trying to close every single person in my current network that I think would be a good fit. So we are in the process of trying to close 7 to 10 different clients, all of which are just referrals that I know, or they're friends of mine that already run 8-figure plus businesses that are a great fit for us to get 10 million views in the first 160 days of working with them and 1,000 leads for their business, or we'll work for free until we get that. That is the basics of the offer. There's more to it. The more basic your offer is, the better. We're going to drive lead gen for their business. We are their in-house organic marketing agency. But starting in November, if we can onboard these, let's say 5 to 10 clients, whatever I end up closing, if we can successfully onboard and show good results for these clients and have no operational issues, then we are going to start with the paid ads. Paid ads is the way. Most businesses at scale have 2 to 3 acquisition channels. You have to have a way to acquire customers. If you don't have that, you don't have a business. You don't have a sellable business. If it's, we get some business from referrals, we get some business just from something. If you don't know how you get customers, there's no way where you can consistently and reliably grow your business if you don't know how you get customers. And most businesses at scale have some degree of paid advertisement, that is the way where you can force a certain percentage of people to see your stuff and try and convince them as to why they are a good fit to buy from you. So we will be running paid ads, where we're going to be trying a lot of unique things. Because we have an organic marketing agency, the hardest part of the paid ad is the creative. And that is actually where our biggest specialty is, but it's also the results with the clients that we've had. Because I've just focused on taking on whale clients for so long that have shown that we've literally grown like 100,000x, it is very easy to show incredible results, incredible amounts of receipts. So we need to effectively do that in paid ads and target accordingly. So hopefully we take on 7 clients, and let's just say the cost is let's say $10,000 to $15,000 per month. So if we can take on 7 clients, that's about $100,000 of new monthly recurring revenue. Let's say we're operating that at 40% margins. You really want your ad spend in your marketing to be about 20% of the business. So that would still leave 20% profit margins. If we spend, let's say, out of that 100% pie, we can spend $20,000 on paid ads next month. That is the entire goal. I want to be able to consistently spend 20% of our entire revenue in paid advertisement to get people in the door and not have the operational constraint. That's how we could scale from $20,000 a month to $40,000 a month to $60,000 a month to $100,000 a month in predictable ad spend that is all having an increasing ROI on the business to get more people in the door. And our LTV is so high because we have a great product. The biggest portion has always been operational constraints. So let's look at the funnel. All of this is going to be going into the landing page VSL, and that is just a video sales letter where it is going to be us explaining what we do, who we do it for, who this is for, what kinds of results you can expect, some testimonials, and a call to action. And we have pretty strict qualifying form because most people are not going to qualify. A minimum a business has to be doing to work with us is minimum $100,000 per month. So we will get to this a different day, but didn't qualify for a short period of time until we're doing probably $800,000 to $1 million per month. I am going to do high-end consulting. That is for 2 main reasons. One, consulting is 100% profit margins. If it was $15,000 for a 6-week program where we build out the funnel of these businesses, we guarantee that we are going to 10x their current organic media. I'm taking 2 calls with them per week. We're going to build them the AI DM setter that we've built for every single one of our clients, and we will guarantee a certain ROI over a 6-week program. And if they don't think that I delivered on the value that I said we were going to, then I'll give them their money back. There's only really two reasons to do this. One is to understand our customers better. The better you understand your customers at scale, the better targeted advertisements you can have, the better offer you can create, the better objection handling for your sales team you can have, the better copy to convert these people better, the better you can actually help your clients. And if I took 15 consulting calls with 15 different businesses, we are going to be able to operationalize and improve our sales motion because we'll understand the customers better. And there'll be more capital up front to be able to invest more into the business because these are going to be pretty much pure profit margins. And if this would liquidate the ad spend or it would really create a substantial revenue stream, it's also going to make it to where we can actually provide a higher quality service for our clients. And so this is not going to be worth my time when we're doing $1 million a month, because then we're going to be focused on higher leverage things. But until that point, I will probably have this offer up because everyone is selling their time for money. If you go to a concert, whoever's selling that concert is selling their time for money. I would either have to increase the price of the consulting or just stop it entirely. And I'll know what to do when we get there. We don't even know if people will take it, but most of those consultings are going to come from the organic that I have with one of my clients. Me and one of my clients, we have a channel where we are driving people to a free school community. A high percentage of those were asking for consulting, which is why we built out this offer. If you do qualify, we have the done for you booking page, also another VSL, which is really framing to re-nurture, to show people what they're going to be getting, to set expectations, to make it to where we are going to try and streamline this and educate the customer to the highest degree possible, because an educated customer goes into the sales call with the highest likelihood of closing. Obviously, I mean, that is just basic. So next steps, either the consulting or the done for you, which is the agency that we are looking to build. That is my focus. So we are going to be giving them the email for the booking sequence. We will then be changing that to a text message, another text message, another text message. The text goal are just to commit, confirm, and then show people, hey, show me what you have, text me back. We are going to try and solve this problem. I need more data on you. You've already given me this qualification. So we'll have the salesperson, the setter, message these people, and it will be asking, like, hey, I need to see your current stuff so I can prepare better for the call. That's the real issue why we are getting this, but we're also changing between their work email and the SMS, really, because you don't know how people want to communicate. So wait 30 minutes. Replied to SMS, didn't reply. Confirm call via email. Email again after 24 hours. So hour 4 SMS. These are really just going to be updating them. Now we get into the money. But look at this. We are already a lot of steps deep, where a lot of these messages all have a purpose. The purpose is to re-nurture, get people excited, and make sure you're always top of mind. I mean, for sales calls, the most important thing is that people actually show up, and they show up ready and anticipating that they are a ready buyer. Most people, they will go from, let's book a call, to straight, okay, book a call 3 days out, and they send them nothing. So if you have a cold audience ad, and you have a call 3 days out, what are the probabilities that someone actually shows up? It's pretty low. It's most likely not going to happen. So you need, especially if they think it could be a good fit, they could see themselves in that dream outcome, but they don't exactly know. This is exactly what they need. They need to be constantly nurtured. They need to be talked to, and they need to see the value. So we will be sending them as much valuable stuff as humanly possible. So consulting, it's pretty simple. We'll go to the done for you sales call. So this is for the agency. We have the main offer and the shorts only, but the sales script is something that we've really been trying to hone and improve, where we are pre-handling as many objections. And the big value that I've had for the entirety of my business life so far is I've always been a commodity. My talent has always been priced incredibly high because I've worked with so many businesses and shown them such good results. And it was always more expensive for people were always trying to convince themselves as to why they should work with me. And that's when I was just doing this on my own. But we're changing this to where it's a business where we are opening the floodgates, but we still want to keep that same type of frame. where we are trying to have the person on the other side of the line qualify themselves as to why they think they are a good fit for the business. The difference in framing is so important. That's actually how I closed Robert Kiyosaki. And you have to understand the framing of these large businesses. Robert Kiyosaki is one of the best-selling authors in human history in the finance space. And he literally can't take a leak without someone asking him for a picture. I spend a ton of time with him, really good friends with him. And that is 100% true. Robert is getting harassed for pictures. He's getting harassed for everything. Someone's always asking him for stuff. People are laughing at his unfunny jokes. Similar stuff happens with the other large businesses. Every single one of their employees are always sucking up to them. They're always trying to ask for stuff. And so when you are genuinely not asking for anything, but you are pulling away and making them compete for your attention and compete for what you're doing, then the frame is completely flipped. And it's the same psychology as if you were trying to date or hit on a super pretty girl. Pretty girls are hit on all hours of every single day. If you do the exact same thing that everyone else does and you put them on a pedestal, they are going to see you as just a fan. And these CEOs are the exact same. So when you flip the frame and make them qualify themselves for your business, it puts them in a different dynamic, especially these more successful CEO founder types that they are very so not used to. They're always used to being sucked up to. If you flip the frame with them and have them do the qualifying, I've seen had like a 100% close rate for me. So we are trying to emulate this same type of thing with the pre-nurturing sequences, along with the sales call pre-planned objection handling and frame flipping. So we'll see what happens. We're really not even at this point yet. This is just the pre-planning that we are doing before we really try and open up the floodgates and take on 7 to 10 clients every single month. And then we'll scale that to 25 to 50 to 100 plus clients every single month. So during the call, they either sign the contract, fill out onboarding form, and get once the contract signed, payment goes through, auto onboarding sequence. The big thing is we need to show as many micro wins as quickly as humanly possible. That is going to be the biggest thing we can humanly do for these people. If within 24 hours we can confirm and amplify how they just made such an incredible decision by promise or over delivering on any expectations they could have the most streamlined, smoothest communicating process, have the best team handling, making sure that every single thing is really, 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 really fucking good. That is what is going to make it to where we are this white glove service. And we want to be this incredibly high-end white glove service that is the best. We don't care about being the cheapest. We don't care about the most expensive. We need the math to work, but we want to be the best. And we want anyone to know that if you really need it done right, this is where you go, regardless of price. And we would like to continuously increase our prices over time because we are going to continuously be better and better. Anyway, right away, once they get into the Slack, every single person is already going to know what their roles are and start working immediately on it based upon a lot of the things that we've worked on. We will have an immediate call booked afterwards to get a super deep dive with the team that is going to be handling this stuff. That is the basics of the sales motion. So, I mean, a lot of the sales motion is getting people in the door, which is traffic. How can you get eyeballs to your sales sequence? And then if you have a sales call, a lot of it is how do you prepare people to get on that call? And then on the call, it is understanding your customer better than anyone else. And all this stuff can be said very simply. This is the simple stuff done at a very high level that has the highest outsized returns. And shit, I have another call. I was going to finish, but I don't have time.